Let's bring Indy Bollman up. She's Vice President Organizational Development at Trailer Bridge. Trailer Bridge always travels with the TP.
Trailer Bridge Nation in the house, right?
Trailer Bridge Nation. They're usually here. They're usually here. Hey, Indy, what's going on?
Hey guys. Yeah, TB Nation. We definitely got a lot of pow over here. Thank you for having me on this morning.
I was reading through some of your articles today about culture on LinkedIn. I found them fascinating, and I liked your judicious use of Southern language. And the other thing I liked a lot was you mentioned quite a few times when it came to culture, you learn these lessons from your kids, right? You said, and myself as a father of a 3- and 6-year-old, those challenges have definitely taught me a lot about leadership and patience.
Yeah. They definitely will. I have one. I have a daughter, and she's a little bit older than that, but she definitely taught me the value of, allowing someone when you're leading a team, let them stumble a little bit and learn their own way. It tells them that for sure you trust in what they can do and that you believe in them. And there's something really magical about people when they know you believe in them. So we definitely want to do that a lot here at Trailer Bridge, and I'm so happy to say that we do.
That's great advice. I mean, sometimes you got to let them fail, but and other times it teaches you that sometimes you don't need to win every single battle, right?
Yes, that's hard for me sometimes, but it's absolutely true, especially those of us that we like to get things done, but sometimes you have to let them learn that too, and then be there to guide them. And of course, sometimes you have to pick what's the thing to let them stumble at and not. And that all starts with having great people that join your team and the right people that join your team. And so we do spend quite a bit of time on getting that right.
Yeah, absolutely. And I want to talk about that. So, Indy, can we talk a little bit about culture and the challenges of keeping a good culture, especially during, disruption like we're seeing this year, obviously?
Right. So, this has presented quite a bit of a challenge lately this year, and, keeping culture alive. And we're a company that's very much focused on being together and collaborating and the energy we get from all being together. So what we've done is just simply ask our question to ourselves, what do we do to keep that going? And it's really nothing different. We definitely still connect. We use Zoom calls. We have meetings. We have a lot of activities and events. We for sure have kept training going. I think a lot of companies during this time kind of hit the brakes a little bit on training, and we went just the opposite. We said, no, let's keep building the energy. We're coming out of this the other side bigger and better. Let's prepare our people to do that. So instead of slowing anything down, we definitely just put our foot a little bit more on the gas and said, let's go through it and see where we come out. And we're so excited. So far, results are great.
Wow, Charlie Sanchez says, great coach and mentor. Catherine Markart says, Indy, our woman of influence. Becky says, Indy is our cultural queen. And Jacksonville Business Journal, 2020 Women of Influence. Look at all these accolades. Right? Wow. All you people at Trailer Bridge are rock stars, apparently.
She sounds great. Well, I'm certainly humbled by all of that. And I have to tell you, TB Nation is very, very strong, and we absolutely love our people. I know I've heard Mitch say that before, and it's so true. Every leader here just loves our people, and we are supremely focused on having them win. And we know here at Trailer Bridge, if we're focused on them, we're getting that right, we will win too as a company. And I got to tell you, I've been here 5.5, almost 6 years. Working in that way has proven to be absolutely the right thing to do. So love your people, everybody.
Now, you're probably one of the best people to talk to about this, and we've tried to get the answer from the other Trailer Bridge people, but culturally, how do you get your team? Because this is such a good recruiting aspect, I think, having your entire team show up here during this live thing. You put most other businesses to shame. They don't travel this well at all, right? Right? Yep. They don't travel at all.
No, they don't.
So tell me, how do you get everyone so involved in what Trailer Bridge is doing? How do you get them so passionate about it?
Yeah, I think it's very simple. We involve them. And we make our leadership focus on what helps them win, what helps them grow, what is it they want, what is it they believe in, and how do we coach them and train them and give them the opportunities to grow into what they want to have in their life and what they want to achieve in their career. When people feel like you believe in them and you're for them, they absolutely plug into the purpose of what you're doing. And we're very clear on what our purpose here at Trailer Bridge is, and that's to help people, to serve other people.
So, Indy, as advice to other leadership to try and foster the same thing and have the TB Nation or whatever nation, add your name here, show up and really be involved and feel that love and be connected in the company. What are some of the pitfalls that are there?
The pitfalls. Well, I think if you don't connect with your people, just getting to know them, I think that's crucial. If you're not spending time talking with them in whatever format you can get that, today or after COVID, you really have to connect with people and find out where they're at. So shutting yourself away in your office won't work. If you have a culture that's dynamic and buoyant, or that's the one that you want, you're going to have to get out there and talk to your people. You're going to have to keep an eye on where it is they want to grow and provide those opportunities. You know, here at Trailer Bridge, we do understand that we bring on these very high-end talent people, and they're type A and they're dynamic and they want to grow. We have to provide a place for them to do that. So if we're growing, they'll grow. And I think, you know, outside, which is the most important, but outside of just loving your people, I mean, really letting them know, I think you just have to have a little fun. I mean, I like to have some fun throughout my day. And if I can't laugh at myself a little bit, I think I'm in the wrong place. But here, we definitely have a lot of fun in what we do, and we get a lot of work done as a result.
Now, Indy, what does honey badger don't care mean to you?
Oh my goodness, you did read up.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, honey badger. I don't know if you guys remember that crazy little video that came out years ago. Honey badger don't care is someone who all they care about is achieving the thing that they want to achieve, and they don't care who they hurt or tear up in the process. I think that's a dangerous way to go about leading people. You got to make sure that the people who are in your wake are fulfilled and happy and you know, clear on what their purpose is.
How do you smoke out those honey badgers, right? How do you find them in the organization and get rid of them?
We don't have any honey badgers here, thank goodness. But I think, you know, the key piece of leadership advice that when people ask me, I just tell them, pay attention. Just pay attention. Get in contact with your people and pay attention.
Excellent. And those were the things that I was driving at when I asked what are the pitfalls, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Are the leadership boo-boos under that, the childhood theme when Dooner talking about his kids. So leadership boo-boo number one, always right, never wrong. Talk to me about that.
Yeah, I think it's easy in some cases for leaders to think that because of the level they've attained or their skills or their background or all their creds that they have, that they know all the answers and they're never wrong. And I think one of the biggest sources of innovation and new ideas and creativity is your people. That's what you've hired them for. So don't assume that as a leader, you have the answers. In fact, I would encourage anybody on any team at any level, don't assume you have the answers. Always be open to hear what's out there and to hear a new idea or a new way of looking at things. After all, that's how new things come up.
Wow. So if you want people to join your culture and join that TB Nation, start using that hashtag and start watching the What the Truck live whenever Trailer Bridge people come on.
There you go.
Where should we send them to? Because I mean, look, I got to say, participation's a big thing, and it's hard to get people to. It's hard to get people to follow along with what leadership is doing unless they really buy into it. And I think that's the biggest selling factor for TB. And that's one of the best things we can talk about in regards to your company. So where do we send them to so they can consider a career with your team or just learn more?
Well, first of all, we'd love to hear for anybody who wants to join a place that has the culture that we have and is very focused on it. And so you go out to trailerbridge.com. There's a site there listing all of our open positions. We are growing. And so if something's not there right now that you'd be interested in, come back shortly and just keep an eye on what's available.
Thank you very much for joining us today. We really appreciate your time.
Thank you, Indy.
This was fun. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Thanks. Thank you. Nick Romer in the comments, he's throwing